Hello folks, Jason Chrisman here, JC's Bees, your Central Ohio beekeeper. Today's video I want to talk a little bit about the Guardian entrance reducer. I want to show how to install it and kind of give a rundown on how it's supposed to work. And then later on in the year, I'm going to come back to this same hive with this same entrance, and we're going to see if it actually did anything for stopping the small hive beetles from entering the hive. So it ought to be quite interesting. And if you're interested in following along, make sure you subscribe. Go down below this video, click on the subscribe button, and also make sure you click on the little bell so you get notified when I release new videos. Okay folks, so here's what we're going to be looking at closely today. First of all, this was sent to me by Bly the Wood Bee Company. Very good source for bee equipment. I'll leave a link for them down in the video description if you've never been to their website. Now we open this up, and what we've got here is called the Guardian. This is an entrance that is supposedly supposed to stop hive beetles or greatly reduce hive beetles from entering the hive. What we have here is the lower entrance, and here is the upper entrance. Let's go ahead and open this upper entrance and take a closer look at both of these. I want to be very careful and not lose these screws because I also want to install it in today's video. So we'll put the screws back in the box. So for the upper entrance, usually you've just got a hole. You would place this right over your hole, put a screw in each side, and the idea is kind of similar to my videos where I'm experimenting with the tubing on the hives. Hive beetles supposedly cannot hover, which means that they cannot just stop right here and then go straight in like a honeybee would. They have to be in motion to go in. Now of course they could land on top, but the idea is as they come down over the top edge and try to go up and under, their hard shell keeps them from bending too much, and when they try to approach it this way and go over and under, they drop off and fall on the ground. Now with the lower entrance, we've got a void you can see here all the way around. This part here actually removes. Let me see if I can do this here real quick, like so. So you can remove this and just have a straight entrance into the hive without having the beetle feature attached, I guess you could say. And the bottom on what would be this little landing board, I guess, there's some hexagon shapes, and the way I understand this is the bees or the beetles land on here, get confused, and they go down through the hole thinking that they're entering the hive, and that brings them to the outside of this plastic where they're not able to get in. Now if they happen to come up here at the top and try to go in, there's plastic back there, they can't get through all the way around. So the only way to enter here is straight through here. So I want to take and install this on the hives real quick, and we'll see how the bees maneuver around this entrance. Okay, so this is a split I made a couple weeks ago. They got a mated queen. They're only about 3.5 frames strong of this 5-frame box. But what I want to point out real quick is since they're a weak colony, they do not have a second box. So we will have to wait to add the second entrance once they build up a little bit. So that'll probably be another month or so, month and a half. Before we can install the Guardian lower entrance on the bottom, I had to make an entrance reducer. And basically I took a piece of wood 3/8 of an inch thick, and I cut a notch out of it. And when I place the Guardian over top of it, you can see it lines up perfectly with my slot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put a couple screws, one in each end, and attach it, and then we'll set it in the colony. Okay, so I got the entrance attached to my entrance reducer via a screw on each end. Now we're just going to simply set it in place. Let's watch the bees and see how long it takes them to adjust to this new entrance. See, that's another big benefit to that little bit of a landing board. There we go. On the guardian entrance itself. And I'm going to explain that. Pretend my fingertip is a hive beetle. If I land down here, I can't just walk straight in. If I do, I go under this little porch here that you need to land on to go in, just like that bee just did. I'm hearing a lot of good things about this. One of my Patreon supporters has been using this since he started beekeeping this year, and he seems to like it. I haven't heard anything about hive beetles, so it must be working. We've got some confused bees down here underneath of it. It's going to take them a couple minutes to adjust, because before they only had an entrance over here in this corner and all of this was blocked off. We got a few of them coming right in and figuring it out. They're not even hesitating. They're landing on it and going right in. Then we got some over here in the corner that just seem a little bit confused. But that'll work itself out with time. I imagine in an hour, you won't see any in the corner. And just to prove that, let's take a little break for about an hour, and we'll come back and see how the confusion looks then. And poof, just like that, it's been an hour and a half. Now you can see over in the corner here, we do still have a little confusion, but for the most part, the bees are in and out like mad. We do still have a couple landing on the landing board here and going under the guardian entrance, but they're adjusting. And I imagine it's going to take a little bit more time. Maybe another hour or two, maybe till tomorrow. But at any rate, to control beetles, you have to do something. If you don't, they will take over your colonies. Now up in your right hand corner, I'm going to attach a video of the tubed entrances that I mentioned earlier in the video. If you would like to see more on them, make sure you click on that video or that link and check it out. They do seem to be working, but at the same time, they're not for everybody. And this guardian, it doesn't reduce down the entrance as much as the tube. So that's a better quality about this entrance that I do like. It's just going to take a little bit of time for the bees to adjust. So anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video, throw me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Make sure you click on that little bell so you get notified when I release new videos. And stay tuned, because we will be seeing more on this, and we will be adding the upper entrance once this colony gets strong enough for a second box. And then after that, we'll go inside the colony and see if there's any hive beetles. See if this does exactly what it's supposed to do. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching JC's Bees.